Long ago, in a kingdom far, far away, there was a king who was really unjust and cunning. He used to look for opportunities to tax his subjects and least invest in his welfare. He was also surrounded by people who would praise him for whatever he did, however long it may be. One day, while in the king's court, the merchant said proudly that as long as a person can use his intelligence, he can make a living. The king, already annoyed the merchant, responded with, "That's offensive in some kingdoms. I shall sentence you to 10 years in the dungeon." Just then, the royal guard whispered in the king's ear, "Sir, the dungeons are full. You cannot go inside them." The king, more annoyed, the king said, "Fine, then he shall not be given any salary, not be allowed to leave the stables, and you have to earn 10,000 gold coins using his intelligence. And he must submit the coins to the golden treasury, or you shall never see your family again." The merchants are known to be intelligent and shrewd. Why shouldn't they when their livelihoods depend on it? Sometimes literally. And a short, witty tale about a merchant who was punished for speaking his mind by everyone else in the king's court resorted to unwarranted praise. The king ordered the merchant to give everything he had except his golden scales to prove that a merchant can never go hungry at night as long as he possessed the golden scales. Whether the merchant was able to prove it remains to be seen. This is The Intelligent Merchant by Basab Goho. The merchant was disappointed with the king's decision, but did not lose his heart. He already requested the king to be allowed to get his golden scales with him. The king readily agreed, only to humiliate the merchant as fast as possible. The merchant moved into the stables and started wearing horses. The hosters, the people who were employed to take care of the horses, first thought the merchant had gone crazy. Then, when they approached him and inquired what he was doing, the merchant had told them that the king had ordered him to find out which horses in the stables were being properly tended to, and would weigh the maneuver from each horse, find out if the horse had been the adequate or less than adequate amount of food. They would know which hoster was not feeding the horse adequately. The truth was, all the hosters had been secretly selling their food on the market for some money. Immediately, they begged for the merchant not to tell anyone, not to tell the king in return. They would take care of him, and also return to give whatever money they earned through these illegal means. Within a month, the merchant had collected about 1,000 golden coins from the hostess, deposited in the king's treasury. Utterly disappointed, the king accused the merchant of arranging the money elsewhere and refused to believe the merchant had earned this money by being in the stables. So this time, he decided the merchant to send to a riverfront. He would have to stay in a small cottage as earlier. He giving his scales no money, within a month, had earned 10,000 gold coins and deposited in the royal treasury. The merchant protested. This is unfair. This is unfair. The king, for another opportunity to punish the merchant, told his loyal guard to prepare the execution. The loyal guard whispered once more in the king's ear to tell him the loyal guard has gone on his 1 month vacation. The king, becoming much more annoyed with the guard and the merchant, said, "Merchant, you get 2,000 gold coins, stay at the riverfront on the far side of the kingdom, and live in a small cottage, and I was only giving you your weighing scales." The merchant had no opinion but to agree with the king's unjust command. He moved into a small cottage near the river. He was allowed to carry his weighing scales with him. There he started weighing boats using the weighing scale. Out of curiosity, some of the boatsmen asked the merchant what he was doing. The merchant told them the king had asked him to find which boatman was jeopardizing the safety of his passengers by carrying extra passengers. Now all the boatmen had been secretly overloading their boats. They pleaded with the merchant not to tell the king. In return, they promised to load their boats correctly in the future and pay extra tax for all the previous years. Merchant told them to deposit the money with him. Within a month, the merchant was able to collect around 2,000 gold coins and deposited into the treasury. The king, now humiliated and had to concede that an intelligent person could live under any condition. He also conceded that he needed a bigger dungeon